Good vibes, good life. How self-love is the key to unlocking your greatness. Introduction. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. If you want to change your reality, start by changing your mindset. Vex King. Have you ever felt trapped by the weight of negative thoughts? Does it sometimes feel as though your life is an endless cycle of stress, dissatisfaction, and longing for something more? In a world brimming with advice on how to be happy, many of us are left feeling more lost than ever. After all, it's easy to say, just be positive. But how do you actually make that happen when life feels overwhelming? Enter Vex King, who doesn't just repeat the empty platitudes we've all heard before. Instead, in Good Vibes, Good Life, he offers a transformative guide to creating a meaningful, fulfilling existence without resorting to toxic positivity. Drawing from his own struggles with poverty, prejudice, and loss, King knows what it's like to feel defeated. But more importantly, he knows what it takes to overcome those challenges and build a life of joy and abundance. This book isn't about magical fixes or impossible standards. It's about practical steps that anyone can take to cultivate self-love, attract positive energy, and manifest their dreams. Through a blend of personal anecdotes, spiritual wisdom, and actionable tips, King invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. In this guide, you'll discover why good vibes aren't just a trendy phrase, but a foundational principle for reshaping your reality. Get ready to explore how you can unlock the power of your mind and elevate your life, one thought at a time. If you're enjoying this audiobook summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest incisive audiobook projects. Chapter 1. The Law of Attraction, Your Blueprint for Manifesting Abundance. What if the secret to transforming your life lies in a simple truth? What you focus on expands. This is the essence of the law of attraction, a principle that has fascinated philosophers, spiritualists, and scientists for centuries. But how does it work? And more importantly, how can it work for you? At its core, the law of attraction operates on the premise that your thoughts and emotions emit a frequency, much like a radio signal. This frequency interacts with the universe, shaping the reality that unfolds before you. Think of your mind as a magnet. When you radiate positivity, gratitude, and confidence, you attract circumstances, people, and opportunities that reflect those vibes. Conversely, when your thoughts dwell in negativity, fear, or lack, the universe mirrors that energy right back to you. Vex King introduces the law of attraction as a tool for empowerment rather than a mystical force. It's not about wishful thinking or waiting passively for miracles. Instead, it's about taking conscious action while aligning your mindset with your goals. King invites you to become the deliberate creator of your reality by mastering your thoughts and energy. Step 1. Set your intentions clearly. The first step to harnessing the law of attraction is knowing what you want. It's not enough to have a vague desire for success or happiness. Instead, you need to articulate your intentions with specificity and clarity. For example, instead of saying, "I want a better job," visualize the exact role, the kind of work environment, and the salary you want. Use affirmations in the present tense, such as, "I am grateful for my fulfilling job where I earn specific amount in a supportive workplace." By framing your goals as though they're already achieved, you trick your subconscious into aligning with this reality. It primes your mind to recognize opportunities that lead to your desired outcomes. Step 2. Cultivate positive energy. Your emotional state is the fuel for manifestation. Simply put, like attracts like. If you operate from a place of resentment or fear, you'll invite more situations that perpetuate those feelings. Instead, Focus on cultivating emotions like gratitude, joy, and love. Gratitude, in particular, is a game changer. When you appreciate the blessings you already have, you signal to the universe that you're ready to receive more. King suggests maintaining a gratitude journal where you list 3 things you're thankful for every day. Over time, this practice shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant in your life, raising your vibration and attracting more positivity. Step 3. Take aligned action. Manifestation isn't magic, it's collaboration. You can't simply think your way into abundance without putting in the work. If your goal is to get fit, for example, visualizing a healthier body is only part of the equation. You'll also need to eat well, exercise regularly, and commit to the process. Aligned action means making choices and taking steps that are consistent with your desires. King emphasizes that this doesn't mean forcing outcomes or obsessing over timelines. Trust the process and let go of the how. The universe often works in ways we can't predict, and sometimes the journey itself provides valuable lessons that prepare us for the end goal. Step 4. Overcome doubt. Doubt is the kryptonite of manifestation. It weakens your frequency and creates resistance, blocking the flow of abundance. King encourages you to confront your limiting beliefs, the internal voices that say you're not good enough, smart enough, or deserving of success. Replace those negative thoughts with empowering affirmations. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never find love," counter it with, "I am worthy of love, and the right person is already on their way to me." Over time, these positive affirmations will rewire your subconscious mind and dissolve self-doubt. Step 5. Visualize and receive. Visualization is a powerful tool for strengthening your belief in your goals. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your ideal life in vivid detail. What does it look like? How does it feel? The more real it becomes in your mind, the more your subconscious will work to bridge the gap between your current reality and your desired future. Finally, practice the art of receiving. This means being open to unexpected opportunities, embracing change, and trusting that the universe has your back. King reminds us that the universe often delivers blessings in surprising ways, so stay receptive and adaptable. Becoming a magnet for miracles. The law of attraction is not about chasing after what you want. It's about becoming the type of person who naturally attracts it. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires, you create a ripple effect that transforms your reality. Remember, the power lies within you. As Vex King puts it, your energy introduces you before you even speak. So, what are you radiating today? Let the law of attraction guide you toward the good vibes and good life you deserve. If you're enjoying this audiobook summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest incisive audiobook projects. Chapter 2. Self-Love as the Foundation of Happiness. In the pursuit of a better life, there's one truth we cannot ignore. The way we treat ourselves sets the tone for how we experience the world. Self-love is not just an indulgence, it's the foundation of happiness, resilience, and the ability to manifest the life we desire. Yet, many of us struggle to show ourselves the same kindness and compassion we freely offer to others. Why is that? Vex King argues that societal norms, past experiences, and self-doubt often condition us to prioritize others' needs at the expense of our own. We internalize messages that suggest we are not enough, whether they come from critical parents, toxic relationships, or cultural expectations. Over time, this lack of self-worth manifests as self-sabotage, unhealthy relationships, or an inability to embrace opportunities. But here's the good news. Self-love is a skill, and like any skill, it can be cultivated. In this chapter, we'll explore how to build a deep and sustainable relationship with yourself, one rooted in acceptance, kindness, and empowerment. Step 1. Embrace radical self-acceptance. The journey to self-love begins with self-acceptance. This means making peace with who you are, your strengths, flaws, and everything in between. It's easy to love yourself on a good day when you've achieved a goal or received praise, but true self-acceptance means extending that love even when you stumble. King emphasizes the importance of understanding that imperfection is part of the human experience. Instead of berating yourself for mistakes or shortcomings, view them as opportunities for growth. Practice replacing self-critical thoughts with affirmations like, "I am worthy just as I am," or "I am learning and growing every day." A helpful exercise for self-acceptance is to write a letter to yourself. Start with phrases like, "I forgive myself for," or "I am proud of myself because." This process helps you acknowledge your humanity and celebrate the progress you've made. Step 2. Cultivate healthy boundaries. Self-love is not just about how you treat yourself, it's also about the standards you set for how others treat you. King explains that people with a strong sense of self-worth understand the importance of boundaries. They know that saying no to things that drain their energy is an act of self-respect. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel overwhelmed, disrespected, or taken for granted. Then, take small steps to assert your boundaries. For instance, if a coworker frequently dumps extra work on you, practice saying, "I'd love to help, but my current workload doesn't allow me to take on more right now." Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about preserving your energy for the things and people that truly matter. As you practice setting boundaries, you'll notice an increase in your self-confidence and emotional well-being. Step 3. Practice self-compassion. We often reserve our harshest judgments for ourselves. Think about how you respond to a friend who is struggling versus how you talk to yourself in similar situations. Would you call a friend stupid for making a mistake or weak for feeling overwhelmed? Probably not. Yet, we often use this language with ourselves. King encourages us to practice self-compassion by treating ourselves with the same kindness we would extend to a loved one. This means offering yourself understanding instead of criticism when things go wrong. For example, if you fail at a task, resist the urge to think, "I'll never get it right." Instead, try saying, "That was tough, but I'm proud of myself for trying. I'll do better next time." Over time, self-compassion rewires your brain to default to positive, supportive thoughts, creating a mental environment where you can thrive. Step 4. Prioritize self-care. Self-care is the physical expression of self-love, and it goes far beyond the occasional indulgence. While bubble baths and spa days can be enjoyable, true self-care involves consistently meeting your needs, physical, emotional, and spiritual. This might mean ensuring you get enough sleep, nourishing your body with healthy food, or making time for activities that bring you joy. It could also involve seeking therapy to process past trauma or making time for meditation to center yourself. The key is to listen to your body and mind and give them what they need to function at their best. King reminds us that self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. When you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to show up for others and pursue your goals with energy and focus. Step 5. Let go of toxic comparisons. In today's social media-driven world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. Whether it's someone else's success, appearance, or lifestyle, these comparisons can erode your self-esteem and create feelings of inadequacy. King advises focusing on your own journey instead of measuring your worth against others. Remember, social media often showcases a curated highlight reel, not the full story. Celebrate your unique strengths and progress, and remind yourself that everyone's path is different. To combat comparison, try keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself or your life. This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, reinforcing a sense of self-worth. The ripple effect of self-love. When you love yourself, you create a ripple effect that transforms every area of your life. Your relationships improve because you no longer settle for less than you deserve. Your confidence grows because you trust in your abilities and resilience. And most importantly, you radiate a positive energy that attracts more love and abundance into your life. As King puts it, you cannot pour from an empty cup. By filling your cup with self-love, you ensure that you're equipped to give your best to the world and receive the best in return. Let self-love be the foundation upon which you build a truly happy and fulfilling life. If you're enjoying this audiobook summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest incisive audiobook projects. Chapter 3: The Law of Vibration, Aligning with Positive Energy. Have you ever noticed how certain people, places, or events seem to drain you, while others leave you feeling uplifted and full of life? This phenomenon is not just about personal preferences, it's a reflection of a universal principle known as the law of vibration. Vex King emphasizes that the energy you emit is deeply intertwined with the energy you attract. If the law of attraction is the what, the law of vibration is the how. By understanding and mastering this principle, you can align yourself with positive energy and create a life filled with good vibes. The basics of the law of vibration. The law of vibration asserts that everything in the universe is in a constant state of motion, vibrating at a unique frequency. This includes physical objects, your thoughts, emotions, and even your intentions. Like a tuning fork, your vibration resonates with similar frequencies in the world around you. This means that high vibrations, associated with emotions like love, joy, and gratitude, naturally attract positive experiences in people. Conversely, low vibrations tied to emotions like anger, fear, and resentment draw negativity into your life. King explains that becoming aware of your vibrational state is the first step toward mastering this universal law. If you often feel stuck, stressed, or unfulfilled, it might be because your dominant frequency is aligned with negativity. The good news is that you have the power to change this. By raising your vibration, you can tune into a higher frequency and invite more positivity into your life. Step 1. Monitor your emotional frequency. Your emotions are like a built-in barometer for your vibrational state. When you feel happy, calm, or excited, your vibration is high. When you're angry, jealous, or anxious, it's low. Recognizing these patterns is essential for change. Start by paying attention to how you feel in different situations or around specific people. Are there recurring moments when your energy drops? This awareness will help you identify areas of your life that need adjustment. For example, if you notice that scrolling through social media leaves you feeling inadequate or stressed, it might be time to limit your screen time or curate your feed to include only uplifting content. Similarly, if a toxic relationship consistently lowers your vibration, consider setting boundaries or seeking healthier connections. Step 2. Cultivate high vibration habits. Once you've identified the factors that impact your energy, the next step is to actively raise your vibration through intentional habits. King suggests starting with practices that promote positivity and balance, such as gratitude. Begin each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, instantly raising your vibration. Meditation. A few minutes of mindfulness each day can calm your mind, reduce stress, and create a sense of inner peace. This practice helps you align with higher frequencies. Physical activity. Exercise isn't just good for your body, it also releases endorphins that boost your mood and energy. Whether it's yoga, running, or dancing, find a movement that makes you feel alive. Acts of kindness. Doing something kind for others, even if it's as simple as offering a genuine compliment, creates a ripple effect of positivity that elevates both your energy and theirs. Step 3. Transform negative energy. Negative energy is inevitable, but how you respond to it makes all the difference. King advises using challenging emotions as opportunities for growth rather than letting them drag you down. For instance, if you're feeling frustrated, take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect on what's causing the emotion. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow? Journaling can also be a powerful tool for processing negativity. Write down your thoughts and feelings, then actively reframe them. For example, if you're upset about a missed opportunity, you might write, "I'm disappointed because I wanted this so badly, but maybe it wasn't the right fit for me. I trust that something better is coming." Step 4. Surround yourself with positive energy. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your vibration. To maintain high energy, surround yourself with people, places, and experiences that uplift you. This might mean spending more time with supportive friends, seeking out inspiring content, or creating a home environment that feels peaceful and nurturing. King also encourages practicing discernment when it comes to relationships. While it's important to offer compassion and understanding, it's equally crucial to protect your energy. If someone consistently drains you or brings negativity into your life, it's okay to step back or let go. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Step 5. Affirmations and visualization. Affirmations are positive statements that help reprogram your subconscious mind and align your vibration with your desires. Choose affirmations that resonate with you, such as, "I am worthy of love and abundance. I attract positive energy and opportunities. I am aligned with the highest vibration of joy and peace." Repeat these affirmations daily, preferably in front of a mirror, to reinforce their message. Visualization is another powerful technique for aligning your vibration with your goals. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you desire. Focus on the emotions you would feel, joy, excitement, gratitude, and let those emotions amplify your energy. Conclusion: the power of alignment. When you align your vibration with positive energy, you become a magnet for the life you want. This doesn't mean you'll never face challenges, but it does mean that you'll have the tools to navigate them with grace and resilience. By monitoring your emotional frequency, cultivating high vibration habits, and surrounding yourself with positivity, you can harness the law of vibration to create a life filled with good vibes and limitless potential. As King puts it, your energy is your greatest currency. Spend it wisely. If you're enjoying this audiobook summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest incisive audiobook projects. Chapter 4. The Healing Power of Self-Love. When we think of self-love, many of us imagine fleeting acts of indulgence, a warm bubble bath, a decadent dessert, or a lazy day spent binge-watching our favorite shows. While there's nothing wrong with these moments of self-care, true self-love runs much deeper than pampering ourselves. Vex King describes self-love as a significant, transformative journey, one that rewires the way we see ourselves, treat ourselves, and connect with the world. It's not just a mindset, it's a daily practice that can heal old wounds, strengthen your spirit, and elevate your energy. Why self-love matters. At its core, self-love is about recognizing your inherent worth, and treating yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. It's about rejecting the belief that you need to earn love through achievements, appearances, or the approval of others. Instead, self-love affirms that you are worthy simply because you exist. But why is this so crucial? King explains that the energy we project into the world starts with the energy we carry within. If your inner dialogue is filled with self-doubt, criticism, and negativity, that energy will seep into your actions and relationships. Conversely, when you cultivate self-love, you create a solid foundation for personal growth, healthy connections, and emotional resilience. In short, self-love is the key to unlocking a life filled with good vibes. Step 1. Embrace your imperfections. One of the biggest barriers to self-love is perfectionism. Many of us set impossibly high standards for ourselves and beat ourselves up when we fall short. But King emphasizes that perfection is an illusion, and chasing it only leads to frustration and self-loathing. Instead, he encourages us to embrace our imperfections and view them as part of what makes us unique. Think of your flaws as cracks in a piece of pottery. In Japan, there's an art form called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, creating something even more beautiful than the original. Your imperfections are like those cracks. They're opportunities to grow, to heal, and to create a version of yourself that's even more extraordinary. Rather than hiding or denying your flaws, celebrate them as part of your journey. Step 2. Reframe negative self-talk. Your inner voice is one of the most powerful influences on your self-esteem. If you're constantly berating yourself with thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," it's time to change the narrative. King suggests starting with awareness. Pay attention to the things you say to yourself throughout the day. Are they kind, supportive, and encouraging? Or are they harsh, critical, and dismissive? Once you've identified negative patterns, begin to reframe them. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be good at this," replace it with, "I'm learning and growing every day." If you think, "I'm a failure," try saying, "I'm resilient and I'm finding my way." Over time, these positive affirmations will become your default response, reshaping your self-image and boosting your confidence. Step 3. Set boundaries that protect your peace. Self-love isn't just about how you treat yourself, it's also about the relationships you cultivate. King highlights the importance of setting boundaries with people who drain your energy or undermine your self-worth. While it's natural to want to please others, sacrificing your mental and emotional health to keep the peace isn't an act of love, it's a form of self-betrayal. To set healthy boundaries, start by identifying your limits. What behaviors are you unwilling to tolerate? What do you need to feel safe and respected? Once you've defined your boundaries, communicate them clearly and assertively. Remember, boundaries aren't about controlling others, they're about protecting your well-being. By prioritizing your needs, you create space for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Step 4. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is a cornerstone of self-love, but it's often misunderstood. Many people believe that forgiving themselves or others means condoning hurtful actions. In reality, forgiveness is about releasing the burden of anger, guilt, or resentment that weighs on your heart. It's a gift you give yourself, freeing up emotional energy that can be redirected toward healing and growth. King encourages readers to start with self-forgiveness. Acknowledge the mistakes you've made, accept responsibility for your actions, and commit to doing better in the future. Then, let go of the guilt and shame that no longer serve you. The same principle applies to forgiving others. While you may not be able to forget what happened, you can choose to release the pain and reclaim your peace. Step 5. Celebrate yourself. In a world that often tells us to be humble and downplay our achievements, celebrating yourself might feel uncomfortable at first. But King reminds us that acknowledging your strengths and successes is an essential part of self-love. Take time to reflect on your accomplishments, no matter how small, and give yourself credit for your hard work. You can also celebrate yourself by treating yourself with kindness and care. This might mean indulging in a favorite hobby, pampering yourself with a relaxing evening, or simply taking a moment to appreciate your unique qualities. Whatever form it takes, make self-celebration a regular part of your routine. The ripple effect of self-love. When you cultivate self-love, you're not just changing your relationship with yourself, you're transforming your entire life. By embracing your imperfections, reframing negative self-talk, setting boundaries, practicing forgiveness, and celebrating your strengths, you create a foundation of positivity and resilience. And as your inner energy shifts, you'll find that your external reality begins to align with the good vibes you radiate. As King beautifully puts it, the love you give yourself is the love you'll attract from others. Chapter 5. The Power of Gratitude in Raising Your Vibrations. Gratitude is often regarded as a simple act, a polite thank you when someone holds the door, or an acknowledgement of good fortune. But Vex King asserts that gratitude is far more than a fleeting gesture. It is a transformative practice that holds the power to elevate your energy, shift your mindset, and invite abundance into your life. Why gratitude matters. Imagine a moment in your life when you felt truly happy. What made that moment special? Was it the company of loved ones, a personal accomplishment, or a breathtaking view? Whatever the cause, the common thread is likely the appreciation you felt for that experience. Gratitude has the power to anchor us in the present, helping us recognize the beauty and blessings that already exist in our lives. King explains that gratitude operates on the principle of attraction. When you focus on the positive aspects of your life, you naturally draw more positivity toward you. By shifting your attention away from what you lack and toward what you already have, you cultivate a mindset of abundance. This not only improves your mood, but also raises your vibrational frequency, aligning you with the energy of good vibes and opening the door to new opportunities. Step 1. Start a gratitude practice. Gratitude is a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice to become second nature. The first step is to intentionally set aside time each day to focus on what you're grateful for. King suggests starting with a gratitude journal, a simple yet powerful tool for cultivating mindfulness and positivity. Each day, take a few moments to write down at least 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. They can be as simple as the taste of your morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or a kind word from a friend. The key is to be specific and heartfelt in your reflections. Over time, this practice will help you develop a more grateful outlook and train your mind to seek out the good in every situation. Step 2. Shift your perspective. Many of us fall into the trap of focusing on what's wrong in our lives. We dwell on problems, setbacks, and frustrations, allowing negativity to dominate our thoughts. But King encourages readers to reframe these experiences by looking for the silver lining. For example, if you didn't get the promotion you were hoping for, it's natural to feel disappointed. But instead of fixating on the loss, try asking yourself, what did I gain from this experience? Maybe the process taught you new skills or revealed areas for growth. By shifting your perspective, you can transform even challenging situations into opportunities for gratitude and learning. Step 3. Express gratitude to others. While cultivating personal gratitude is essential, expressing it to others can deepen your connections and spread positivity. Take time to acknowledge the people who have made a difference in your life, whether it's through a heartfelt thank you note, a verbal expression of appreciation, or a small act of kindness in return. King emphasizes that gratitude is contagious. When you show others that you value them, you inspire them to do the same for others. This creates a ripple effect of goodwill and strengthens the bonds between you and the people around you. Step 4. Use gratitude to overcome negativity. It's easy to feel grateful when everything is going well. But what about during tough times? King argues that gratitude is most powerful when it's used as a tool to navigate adversity. By focusing on what you still have rather than what you've lost, you can maintain a sense of hope and resilience even in the face of hardship. For example, if you're going through a breakup, it's natural to feel sad and hurt. But instead of dwelling solely on the pain, try to find things you're grateful for in the situation. Perhaps the relationship taught you valuable lessons about yourself or brought moments of joy that you can cherish. By practicing gratitude in difficult moments, you can shift your energy from despair to healing. Step 5. Visualize a gratitude-filled future. Gratitude isn't just about appreciating the present, it's also about envisioning the future with a sense of hope and positivity. King suggests combining the practice of gratitude with visualization to attract the life you desire. Imagine the future you want to create and express gratitude for it as if it's already yours. For example, you might say, "I am so grateful for the fulfilling career I've built," or "I am thankful for the loving relationships in my life." This practice not only boosts your mood in the moment, but also reinforces the energy you're putting into the universe. By acting as if your dreams are already a reality, you align yourself with the vibrations of abundance and manifest the blessings you seek. Gratitude as a way of life. Gratitude is more than a practice, it's a way of life. By cultivating a mindset of appreciation, you can transform your perspective, elevate your energy, and invite more positivity into your world. Whether you're starting your day with a gratitude journal, expressing thanks to others, or finding the silver lining in challenging situations, each act of gratitude strengthens your connection to the universe and its boundless potential. As King eloquently puts it, when you choose gratitude, you choose joy, resilience, and the power to create a life filled with good vibes. Chapter 6. Transforming your life through love and high vibrations. Vex King dives into the transformative power of love, not just romantic love, but love as a universal force that governs the energy we put into the world and receive in return. He argues that cultivating love for yourself and others is the ultimate way to elevate your vibrations, manifest positivity, and create a life filled with joy and fulfillment. Love as the highest vibration. King begins by explaining that love is the most powerful and high-frequency emotion we can experience. It transcends fleeting feelings of happiness and permeates every aspect of our being, enabling us to connect deeply with ourselves, others, and the universe. Unlike fear, anger, or resentment, love fosters growth, acceptance, and understanding. But love is more than an emotion, it's a choice. By choosing to approach life with love, you align yourself with the highest vibrational energy and open the door to unlimited possibilities. This energy radiates outward, impacting not only your own life but also the lives of those around you. In this way, love is a force for personal transformation and collective healing. Practicing self-love. The foundation of all love begins with self-love. Without it, King asserts, it's impossible to give or receive love authentically. But what does self-love truly mean? It's more than indulgent spa days or treating yourself to luxuries. It's about honoring your worth, setting boundaries, and treating yourself with kindness and respect. Self-love requires cultivating a deep understanding of who you are and what you need to thrive. This includes recognizing your strengths, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, and affirming your inherent value. King emphasizes the importance of daily affirmations such as, I am worthy of love, I deserve happiness, and I am enough. These statements, repeated consistently, can rewire your subconscious mind to believe in your worth and capabilities. Self-love also involves taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. King encourages readers to prioritize rest, nourishment, and activities that bring them joy. He also highlights the importance of saying no to anything that drains your energy or diminishes your self-esteem, whether it's toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, or self-sabotaging thoughts. Cultivating love for others. While self-love is essential, true fulfillment comes from extending love to others. King explains that loving others doesn't mean tolerating bad behavior or sacrificing your own well-being. Instead, it's about approaching relationships with compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. One of the key principles King emphasizes is releasing grudges and resentment. Holding on to anger or bitterness only lowers your vibrations and harms your mental and emotional health. Forgiveness, on the other hand, liberates you from the burden of negativity and creates space for healing and growth. King also encourages practicing acts of kindness, both big and small. Whether it's offering a genuine compliment, helping a stranger, or simply being present for a loved one, acts of love and kindness amplify positive energy and create ripples of goodwill. By choosing to show love in your daily interactions, you contribute to a more harmonious and uplifting world. Love and the law of attraction. As King explains, love plays a crucial role in the law of attraction. When you operate from a place of love, you naturally attract more love and positivity into your life. This principle applies to all areas of your existence, from relationships to career success and personal growth. For example, if you're seeking a loving partner, King advises starting by embodying the qualities you wish to attract. Radiate the kindness, understanding, and authenticity you desire in a partner, and you'll draw those same qualities to yourself. Similarly, if you want a fulfilling career, approach your work with passion, gratitude, and a love for what you do. This energy will not only improve your own experience, but also attract opportunities and connections that align with your goals. Living a love-centered life. To make love a guiding force in your life, King suggests adopting a love-centered mindset. This means actively choosing love over fear in every situation, whether it's facing challenges, making decisions, or interacting with others. By prioritizing love, you can transcend negativity and create a life filled with meaning and joy. King also emphasizes the importance of gratitude as a complement to love. By expressing gratitude for the people, experiences, and opportunities in your life, you deepen your capacity for love and reinforce the positive energy you're putting into the universe. Finally, King encourages readers to trust in the process of life and the timing of the universe. Love and high vibrations don't always yield instant results, but by staying committed to your journey and maintaining a positive mindset, you'll create lasting change and achieve your highest potential. Conclusion: the transformative power of love. Love is the key to unlocking your best life. It empowers you to heal, grow, and connect with the world in profound and meaningful ways. By embracing self-love, showing compassion to others, and choosing love over fear, you can raise your vibrations and create a life that radiates positivity and purpose. As King reminds us, love isn't just a feeling, it's a way of being, and it's the foundation for a life filled with good vibes and endless possibilities. The journey to a life of good vibes. As you reflect on the journey through good vibes, good life, one thing becomes abundantly clear: the power to transform your life lies entirely within you. The path to happiness, fulfillment, and positivity is not a far-off dream or a mystical secret. It is a conscious choice you make every day. By embracing the lessons Vex King has shared, you can harness the tools to rewrite your story and live a life that radiates love, purpose, and joy. At the core of this transformation is the understanding that your thoughts, energy, and actions shape your reality. Whether through the law of attraction, self-compassion, or raising your vibrations, you hold the key to manifesting the life you desire. By focusing on the energy you project and embracing the practices that align with your highest self, you can attract abundance and positivity into your life. But the journey doesn't end there. Personal growth is an ongoing process, and each step you take brings new challenges and opportunities for growth. Remember, even setbacks are valuable. They are lessons in resilience, teaching you to rise stronger and more determined than before. Every time you choose kindness over anger, gratitude over complaint, and love over fear, you elevate not only your own vibrations but those of the world around you. Vex King's insights remind us that the most significant transformations occur when we combine practical steps with a profound mindset shift. By integrating these principles into your daily life, you can cultivate a mindset rooted in love, authenticity, and self-belief. You are not defined by your past or limited by your current circumstances. Instead, you are a powerful creator with infinite potential. So as you move forward, let this book be your guide and inspiration. Approach life with open arms, a loving heart, and a mind filled with gratitude and optimism. Trust in the power of your energy, the strength of your intentions, and the beauty of your journey. Good vibes are not just something you seek, they are something you create. And by living a life filled with good vibes, you can unlock a future that is as radiant and limitless as you are. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this audiobook summary, we'd love for you to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our newest projects. Dive into our collection of insightful audiobook summaries and uncover more transformative ideas to inspire your journey. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.